Hello, everybody. It's Sheila Morgan of the Lightworkers Way with another time of the year, the wheel of the year turning. And this time it's about the winter solstice, which is also known as Yuletide or the solar new year. It's on the 21st of June, so we don't have long to wait now. And it's about rebirth, gratitude, and new dreams. And as you know, we're well and truly into winter at the moment. And so we do celebrate the shortest day of the year. Now, the meanings and celebrations are closely related to the traditions of Christmas in the Northern Hemisphere. And in fact, their purposes are similar: the birth of the Son of God or the rebirth of the sun, a new solar year. It's thought that in the early church traditions, they were taken very much from the old celebrations of the winter solstice. So they sort of match with the traditions and the celebrations to what we can do here in the Southern Hemisphere. But of course, we can't really celebrate Christmas as such because it's not Christmas time. And so we go with the winter solstice as its own particular celebration. But it still has all the things that we hold dear at this time, because it's about new hope and thankfulness for all that has been achieved and received throughout the past year, and hopefully involve people coming together to celebrate with food, with merriment and warmth. So ways to celebrate are to light a Yule log. And that just means if you've got a fire pit outside, or if you're lucky enough to have a fire within, you find some really strong logs. You might like to go and do a nature walk, which is always, wrapping up warm and going into the forests to gather the pine cones and evergreen foliage so that you can create altar centerpieces, wreaths for your door, exactly the same as we would do for Christmas time, really. So it's also a time of candle lighting, and to light a gold or yellow candle at sunset to welcome the turning of the seasonal wheel. Evergreen decorating, bring live potted plants in or greenery indoors to represent life surviving the winter, which is what we're all after, isn't it? I know we don't suffer as much as the other side of the world, but it still gets pretty cold here, doesn't it? So the colours of Yuletide are deep green, and that represents everlasting life, survival through winter, and evergreen foliage. The rich reds symbolises life, warmth, seasonal berries, and the roaring fire of the Yule log. And the bright gold signifies the sun, the winter solstice, and the return of light to the earth. I always love this reaching this point, because I don't know about anybody else, but I get a touch of the winter blues. And when it becomes darker and darker throughout the year, I feel my energy sort of, depression setting in, almost the winter blues. And so I always feel so happy when this particular season comes along, because I know it's the turn of the wheel and the days are going to get longer and also warmer. So it's a very important one for me. So the crystals for the Yuletide, and I've got them here to show to you as well. And the first one that they bring up is citrine, and it's known as the merchant stone. Its bright golden energy mimics the sun, bringing warmth, joy, and manifestation properties to the winter solstice. So a lovely one to have around you. This is a natural citrine. You might see them in all different colors. If they go towards the orange, it means that they've been baked. But if you can find one of this quality, they come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, but a beautiful one to have around you, especially at this time. Next comes in the sunstone. And this is a natural sunstone. It's when you look at it in the actual sunlight, it's got beautiful occlusions that sparkle in the sun. And that reflects the light, helping to clear away winter blues and instill good nature and energy. So I love sunstone. It's not an expensive stone, so beautiful to have in your collection if you have a mind to find one. Carnelian. I love carnelian. It's actually one of my birthstones, so I'm particularly fond of it. It stimulates creativity, provides bold energy, and represents the roaring flames of the Yule log. Yeah, and I can see that in this stone. It really is lovely. And it goes with that feeling of it's definitely a sacral chakra stone. So it actually brings that light into your sacral, which is about creativity as well, and family and family. Yeah. So next one we've got up is a black obsidian. Now, black obsidian, I've only got this lovely, lovely arrowhead, which, you know, obsidian was famous for back in the days. Early man used obsidian as their greatest tool. It's alive. Its greatest tool because it's volcanic glass and it is all over the world. And so the beautiful black obsidian provides deep grounding and absorbs negative energy and offers protection during the long winter nights. So again, a lovely one to have around you. This is a beautiful piece of bloodstone. And bloodstone is sort of got two forms of jasper in there. It's the dark green, and also it's got flecks of deep red jasper in there as well. And it provides a deep grounding, and again is absorbing negative energy and offers protection during the long winter nights. So it's exactly the same as the black obsidian, but it also promotes strength and vitality. So that's very important. So that's certainly what we need to get over the winter ills, isn't it? Smoky quartz, another favorite of mine, is grounding and helps dissolve negative emotions and assists in letting go of the old year to make way for the new. And so that's, again, a beautiful stone to have around you, especially at this time of year. But of course, we do need a bit of sparkle. So we've got the clear quartz that provides us with that purity and amplifies the energy of all the other stones and brings clarity to your intentions for the coming seasons. So again, a lovely stone to have around you. And it just comes in so many different forms. I particularly like this one because it looks like a star itself, doesn't it? I know it's got a special name, but I won't worry about that right now. I think it's Merkaba, but never mind. We'll just stick to its clear quartz, beautiful stone for amplifying energy. So green adventuring comes in next, and it's known as the stone of prosperity and luck. And it represents the enduring spirit of evergreen foliage. So again, a lovely stone to have with you and around you. And the last of this, I only have my ring on actually, which I'll show you with great glee. It's a garnet, which symbolizes passion, health, and loyalty. And this lovely stone ring was given to me by my family, so it makes it even more precious to me. And I think that's lovely. So let's move on with other things that you might like to be thinking about. Plants, flowers for the Yuletide. Mistletoe is so important. Both, I love the mistletoe fable. Well, it's not a fable, it's how the Aborigines believe that the spirits of children live in the mistletoe because it's off the ground. And yeah, so it's just a lovely thought that all our lovely babies to come are all in the mistletoe around us. Of course, the holly is a very strong vibration for us to hold on to. We still do see them around in our country, and ivy as well proliferates as well, because the ivy is always about how strong it is and how enduring it is. And certainly it's very hard to get rid from your garden once it's there. But you know, it is a very strong, powerful energy. Of course, here it's lovely to brighten up with the poinsettias. I'm sure there'll be some around with their great, beautiful red leaves that look so beautiful. And of course, we'll be seeing our golden wattle, which is always such a treat when that sort of comes out at this time of year. So all these things celebrate the winter solstice. So herbs for the Yuletide is rosemary, symbolizes remembrance and fidelity. Thyme represents courage and strength. Sage associated with wisdom, long life, and good health. And bay leaves is a classic Roman symbol of victory and protection. So again, another thing you might do is to have some slow cooked meats around you as like a family celebration at this time of year. And all those aromatics can come through, representing all those things for your family and for your friends. So spices for Yuletide are cinnamon, which represents his fire, wealth, and the return of the sun. Cloves are linked with protection and comfort. Star anise symbolizes good luck and psychic clarity. And ginger brings fiery warmth to combat the chill of winter. I love them. I haven't had time to go over this, and I've actually got on there chitter chill instead of winter chill. So, that made me smile, and I hope it does you too. So winter solstice ritual, which I've done many times in our circles, and it is a simple thing to do, but it's a really lovely thing to do. So I will sort of take you through it. What you'll need is a bowl of water, a large candle, candles or tea lights for each person. I like those little birthday candles that you can get in gold. They're perfect, or just little tea lights is perfect as well. If you've got some glitter, and you might like to use some of the essential oils that we've already talked about, you might have wine, or for me it's juice, because I like apple juice anyway, so that's always a good thing, and winter greenery. So as you place a large bowl of water and a large candle in the center of the room, you have some golden glitter and scented oil nearby, and you sit in a circle with your friends or your family, or in your circle, which is the way that we'll do it. And we open up the circle by honoring the 4 directions. You go around the circle one by one, talking about the things you wish to release at this dark time of year. And once you have finished, you just blow out your candle. When everyone has had their turn, you blow out the central candle and sit in the darkness, reflecting on what you are all leaving behind. And that will take a little bit of time. After a long silence, relight the central candle, which represents the sun, and sprinkle golden glitter on the water. Then ask each person to light their candle from the central one and place it by the water so you can see the glitter sparkling. Pass around a glass of juice and offer a toast to the sun, the bringer of new lights. Then go around the circle again, each of you talking about a dream for the future or a new attitude you wish to embrace. And finally, sprinkle scented oil on the water and anoint each person with sunshine by dipping their hand into the sparkling scented water and sprinkle it over each person's hair, giving a blessing and holding hands and offering thanks. And it's nice to have a sing and a dance and have supper together. So it's really, really a lovely thing to do. We have great fun, certainly in the circles, to be doing something like this. So as a visualization, it might be that as you go into the quiet time, you might visualize being in darkness. Allow your senses to become the earth and recognize her imminent fertility. Observe the sun majestically rising over the horizon, and let the light surround and penetrate your entire body, gently invigorating and relaxing you and guiding you towards your truest self. Radiant and resplendent, the dawn victoriously showers nectar-light hues of pinks, oranges, and golds. And allow the warmth of this, your inner sun, to warm and nurture your own internal earth. Spend some time tending your inner garden, the place where you sow your hopes and dreams, and plant some seeds within of beautiful flowers and foods you adore, giving each a quality or particular dream you aspire to. As the sun rises and grows stronger, these seeds will break through the earth and come to fruition. And so then you can pick some flowers or eat the delicious fruit of your garden and embrace the fertility and goodness of your true self. Feel a gentle breeze rustle, stirring the voice of your soul to song. Then you might like to sing towards the four directions. A simple Om will do, but do it strongly, passionately, and uniquely. Of those elements that resonate deeply within you, and of those that must be forgiven and released. Take a moment to give thanks to the greater forces for the blessings that have passed and will be to come. So all these things are simple thoughts, things we know, but that's the old ways, isn't it? We all have a resonance with the old ways. And for us to honor this time of year, both to settle the old year and embrace the new, I think it's rather lovely to do that. So whatever way you choose to do this, as simply by yourself, lighting some candles, seeing in the dawn with perhaps a golden candle in your hands to just give that feeling of promise for the future. Whether you have some of these lovely crystals around you already, the beautiful golden energy. This is pyrite, but it would be lovely if it was gold, but it looks gold. So whatever way you wish to celebrate, please do so with so much love. And yeah, every blessing for your solar new year. Thank you so much. God bless.